Hello there, how are you? I am back with what is probably the last installment of Fernwood Forest, which now has a name. I'm quite happy about that too. So I think we've got enough of the trees in, and that could change, like it's about to right this second, when I realized that I would like to have an earth tree right in here someplace just to break that. Yeah, see, that helped nicely. So yeah, we need to put a few plants in, and when we get to the, oh God, which isn't, I don't think, till the fall, when we get to the next event that has the fern plants, I'll be able to come and change this. But in the meantime, I don't have ferns. I mean, dandelions make nice wildflower looking things. They're pretty cute. I just find these just feel like a wild plant. These work for me really well. I'm going to put down quite a number of these as underbrush. I wish they didn't have the stone around them, but they do, and there's nothing I can do about that. So there's no point in whining. None at all. Can't change it, you live with it. And we pop you down here and one over. You know what? We put 3 there, but then they start looking like a flower bed. You know, it's even worse if there's more than one in a clump. It's even worse. Yeah, that's really too bad. They don't give us something. I mean, we could put other trees. We've got all of these trees, but then you've always got the basket thing overhead. There's always something to mess up your view, you know, and you have to go harvest them one at a time. And that just doesn't work too well. I wish you could play without the baskets, that you could just remove that so you didn't have to deal with them. And of course these, you know, a lot of these plants would look great, but then you've got the plowed ground under them, which is not great. And these have all got, you know, the nice tidy little border. It is unfortunate that we don't have a bit more of a, you know, like that. Even if it were, I mean, we've got these, but they're shiny. And there's really nothing else except those that have any sort of natural feel to them at all. And I mean but that one feels like a fence. You know, that absolutely just feels like you've planted a hedge. But I can put some of these down around the river. I know that would be something I will want to do. And we will add some more of our little flowers, and I will put sprinklers with them. Again, I don't like the way it looks, but it keeps me from seeing, you know, these blue things as you're trying to look through the place. So I don't like that. So at least from a distance, it'll look better having the watering bits in. Most assuredly. And of course, I guess along our river, I was going to say we could change the river to have some of these things in it, but you know what? It wouldn't, because they like still water. They don't like running water, so that's not going to grow in a river. Okay, I'm really glad I decided to put this here where the stones are. Like, I love walking through here and seeing the rocks. I don't know why I didn't think of it before, but eventually I got there. And this is why I often, you know, I get an idea and I just wait. Just wait it out and see what happens. Let it grow, you know, let it decide what it wants to be as time goes on. And I do the same with, you know, Minecraft and a lot of other games that I play. I'll get an idea and I have no problem waiting for months before I get to it, because it sits and percolates. It has time to become something better in your head. And that certainly was the case with this forest. Like, definitely. Because walking through here and then seeing those white rocks just makes me feel at home. It's like, oh, look, it's just like Ontario. This is so good. What other, I mean, these might be nice. The Kayla lilies might be nice in the forest. Little splashes of flowerage here and there as you go. And the flax, the little blue flax, to me these look like forget-me-nots, and when you see them growing wild, it is so charming and so pretty. So we can splash a few of these around too. Little forget-me-nots. They're adorable little plants. Over here, sure. And tucked in there, absolutely. In here, why not? The best thing about the orchids is you've got those great big green leaves, and they stay. The plant doesn't get small. Like these are so tiny until they're ready to harvest. And with the orchids, it's just the flower on top that changes. The plant itself just stays there looking epic with those big shiny leaves. And that is why I use these over and over and over in a woodland setting. And a few of the others will be fine too, but these are hands down the best for me. Put these back by the trees so we don't see them as well, I guess. But we got to get rid of these blue watering cans. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I really wish we could turn those off. That would just be such a kindness to be able to do that. Because there's times, for me anyway, the game is not about farming. In case you missed that. It's like farming. Oh, right. Farm. That's right. That's the thing. But a lot of times it's just about getting to build something that's pretty. And it would be prettier if we didn't have those things hanging over our heads all the time. Do you see? Yep, there's another one. There's another one. They're not hard to miss. There we go. Did we get them all? You guys seeing anything blue hovering over the heads of our lovely little trees? No, it's not too bad. This is not too bad. Okay, so we have a bit of forest here. There's a bit of an opening. Maybe we'll have a path or a road coming in through there. Where would somebody want to be tenting? I want to put a tent up. Maybe we don't need a big, just a tent and a fireplace, or I mean, you know what I mean. A campfire. Just a tent and a campfire. Like so. And a tent. If I could remember what they look like. There we go. That's all we need right there. Just somebody's coming camping. If we had a little bench, you know what? We put this in front. Excuse me, puppers. We do have a bench that's a log, right? This one. Oh, yeah. There we go. We have a wee little, just a completely primitive camp spot. We just went out by the water and pitched a tent, and I like it. 'Tis a goodly thing. Yeah, it's feeling okay. We've got a few plants growing along inside. Not as many as I'd like, but what do you do? We have some places to walk through. It feels like we need another flower right in there, though, doesn't it? I think we do. I mean, I guess something like that might be all right, too, like a wild morning glory. They do grow this way. And at least it's a slightly bigger plant, too, when it's young. Maybe that's what we should do. I should go down all my flowers and just see what looks best after it's been harvested. I mean, these are lovely, but they don't look like they're not going to fit in a forest situation. The crocus would be great because that looks very much like a wildflower. But when they're new, I mean, like after you've harvested, they don't look so great. These would make nice little wildflowers too, but again, they just disappear once you've harvested. The blue ones, oh, you know what? I should put blue ones in. That would be nice. And these don't look wild at all. Now this might be okay, but again, I think once it's harvested, what's it look like? Not much of anything. Just, well, it's a green mossy place on the ground. I guess that's not bad. What do these look like harvested? Yeah, you know, it ain't gorgeous. And those just, you know, disappear. See, these look like, that just looks like forget-me-nots. They're so cute. And it's a green mossy place with a few teeny tiny wildflowers. So that's not, you know what, it's fine. It's good. Tulips, of course, won't fit. Now, daffodils you find wild in Scotland, in the woods, but, you know, they obviously didn't start out wild. Let's do just a moment of harvesting here, shall we, please? Because I forgot I had to do these. And then we'll go take a walk through our woods and see if we're done. And that's, ooh, almost 500 cabbages. Ouch. That's a lot of cabbage, folks. So many coleslaws. That's the wrong list. Here we go. These, right? Persimmons. And I'm going to be, what, too short or something? I'll have to come back and finish it next season. Whoops. Missed a couple there. And not too short. More than that. Oh, well, 12. Okay. It happens. All right, let's get back to our forest. Oh, I got those two. All right, let's go do this. Narwhal Pond and Fernwood Forest. This is working for me. Yeah, I was thinking about adding a couple of those taller, the bellflowers, just the white ones are usually what I've seen wild here. And a watering doodah. Bucket be gone. We can do another one. Just like the other one. Give me another one, do. Like there. We got one tall one there. Let's put another one someplace over here. Actually, we'll put a couple. We'll put one here, and we'll put one there. Is there a place in here that needs one? There is, right there. And then we'll just put the three blips. I'm trying to just do them, get them watered right away so I don't have to go looking for them later. Oh yeah, I am so glad I've got the rock in here. Just, yeah. And I could do, nope, it's in here. Speaking of rock, I mean, I could put another one over here like this. Which is, you know, this is not a perfect situation, but got to ride with that one. That was fun. No, I can't. That's right. I won't do that. Well, I don't know, guys. Looks kind of silly, doesn't it? But where could we put it so this works? So it looks like, oh, there's a bit of a rock in the woods there. Okay, there we go. Just a stone. Actually, we can do with these, because they go on the edge, we could do something like that, couldn't we? Oh, look. 3 standing stones from some ancient thing from long, long ago. There we are. Sure, why not? Now, I was thinking about putting, you know, something like that in. That makes a great wildflower too. Once it has grown in. But if I want to water anything in here, it'll have to be in front because the stones are taking up that space. It'll have to be here so it's a lot more visible. But we can pretend it's not too visible from back here, right? Can we? Work with me, please. Oh, geez, I don't know, guys. I think we're probably done. I can muck around in here forever, but I think it's probably just fine. Although this one, I feel like I want to move that to this side and move this one to this side and then put a tree there because I was finding those really standing out for me in dreadful kind of ways. That's better. I guess we're done. I have a forest. We have Fernwood forest. When we get the ferns back, which I don't believe is until next November or something like that, I will remove some of these flowers and change it to lots and lots of ferns. And I might, you know, depending on what we plant or do out here. And at some point, we just need an open field. Maybe I will just leave this open field. I mean, I suppose we could always take the river here and run it along the edge here or something like that. Just a place where it branches off with a little pool at the end, maybe. And, you know, the town council decided to just cut back the forest at that point, use the river as a boundary. They make decisions like that, don't they? So over here, oh, there's forest over here too. I don't have any plants at this end at all. I have failed my forest. No. Okay, we're just going to put in a few of these real quick. 1, 2, 3. I'm counting because I want to know how many watering things. 4 and 5 should do it. Sure. 1, 2 is probably okay that direction. 3, 4, yeah, that's okay. I want 4, no, that's good. It's fine. And then 5. Okay, that's not too bad. Now we get a little bit of underbrush going on. That's okay. Yeah, I wish, you know, that with the fencing, if there was something else like these that had a sort of natural feel, it would be quite pleasant. I mean, I've put those along the beach before, but that's, you know, not going to help my forest at all. And the giant shamrock, really just not really feeling it. Oh, and bunnies. There must be bunnies. You're going to have little bunnies in the forest. Maybe a deer. Oh, a deer. Ducks along the water? Maybe. I'm just going to go with the little gray ones because they feel the closest to something wild. And we will feed them. And there must be bunnies. Unfortunately, when you've just got one down like that, the food situation lasts a while, so you don't end up with, you know, lots and lots of the little food things over them. Not too much anyway. And I don't want to put in so many that I have to come and feed them all the time to keep the forest looking good, so I won't be putting in lots here. But I think it's possible just through the trees we might see a deer. Which kind? Reindeer, a little fallow deer. I guess it depends what part of the world we're living in. The roe deer. You know what? Let's go with that one's bigger than I thought. Let's go with this little guy. Deer are not that big. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, it's smaller than I realized. Toots and Norbs, though. You want some little surprises as you're wandering through, right? Just a couple here and there. Just add a bit of life to the forest, that's all. Okay, I'm done. Thank you guys for hanging out. So we have Fernwood Forest right there on the edge of the Narwhal Pond. That's okay. We can come and hang out at the beach. We do have a nature center. That's great, where they, they have washrooms up there. A little place to change, or over in this one, if you need to, you can change in here. I did want to put up a picnic table. That was the one thing that I have forgotten. And I'll put one right here in the grass, not in the sand. You don't want sand in your food, so we'll just put that right there. Just a nice wee place to get away from the city. There you go. We have a forest. Thank you guys for hanging out. Place is coming along. We've got this is good. We've got our big entertainment center to put in. I wanted to put in a ball field, probably down here at the edge of town, or right in here, maybe. Even there, possibly. We need a little football field. So we'll see how that goes. The herb garden has still yet to be sorted. I do want some open field areas like this, where I might fence it off and just put 2 horses in it, or something like that, a couple of cows, with a little barn and a farm or something. I don't know, we'll see. But I need some open spaces as well as all these crowded bits. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.